Good morning or morning, everyone.
Good
How
morning,
is the
all.
day? Yeah, how is the day on this beautiful early morning in the US and the late evenings in Australia? How is it, everyone? Are you looking forward to this wonderful bracket reveal?
It's time for the donk.
Is it?
I've heard a lot of excitement for today.
I heard you made our work very difficult.
What?
I
Who would do such a thing?
I only say 68 people that qualified, okay?
Only?
I mean, that's honestly, I think it's more than double than last season.
You know, I strictly attribute that to the fact that we got rid of the rabbit.
Yeah, definitely. The rabbit, the beetle, and definitely. What else did we got rid of? The croc? No, he's still there.
The races?
The races.
The cart.
The minecarts, right,
car
right,
races.
right. The
Yeah.
minecarts. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, let's have a look.
And the owl.
I always forget the. You know, we have dawn on, right? Like dusk. We have dusk on. Obviously, the owl. I always forget about it. Never mind.
You know-
Let's have a look, right? Should we start
Yeah.
or?
Let's go. They're here. They're ready.
Yeah. So.
Oh, we're still not back. One moment. Okay, are we back?
Are we back? Did the bunny
Okay,
not get
so-
us?
Okay, we got sabotaged by the rabbit and the beetle when we switched scenes.
Yeah, this is the problem that we had to handle in the background that people didn't see. The rabbit was fighting constantly to come back into this tournament.
And we didn't have Ash here to fight this morning, so...
No. So, back to the rules, as we are scrubs. We're gonna do some rules, and we have a little bit of a pretense beforehand. We always put people in 8-player groups. There's a very simple reason for why we're doing this. That is Flash.
We definitely want to have a double elimination bracket here, but why would you say that, Trent?
Well, because I also want people always fun and also a more equal playing. Because it sucks being in a huge bracket and you're playing against number 1 as number 32 seed. Like, it just sucks.
I've never been in that position and had an awful time.
No, never. Like, we know, and obviously that's the reason why we most of the time separate people into 8-player groups to make sure everyone has at least 2 matches against somewhat equal players. That's the reason why we associate points and make sure that people are roughly of equal skill in the same group. Obviously, we cannot be perfect because some people practice, some people don't practice, some people have work, some people forget things, and sometimes the hint just didn't explain why I had to go into forest.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
Especially that last one.
Yeah. Very much so. So, obviously, everyone is required to follow the racing rules, which means like you have to go by the same rules as in quals. You have to stream. You have to make sure that the timer is visible, and during these races, please follow the racing rules because we will DQ. As you have seen in the qualifiers, we will DQ for ridiculous stuff sometimes. It looks ridiculous to the outside, but we have to be strict on this to be fair and equal to everyone. Every group gets its own private Discord channel in which you can schedule inside each individual thread. So, let's say Group 1, which, by the way, we have not revealed the names yet for a reason, has its own group. Group 2 has its own group in the Discord, and in there you can then create threads, and in those, please use race time or the add time function from Discord to schedule your matches so there is no confusion about which 5 a.m. they meant.
Yeah, that helps not only for when you are scheduling your race, but for us as organizers to know when the race is. Hammer time, yes.
Yeah.
So the awesome thing is too, by doing this, that means there will be a champion of each group rather than just one overall champion.
What's better than one champion? Multiple champions.
Multiple. Yeah. Another interesting thing about the groups is they're not the same as season 1. We've got a surprise on that.
Yeah, it's not we got rid of the Kongs. It's not Cranky, It's not Candy, it's not Funky. And no, it's not Snide either.
We thought about Snide, but we're like, who likes him? No one said in their feedback that was their favorite part of DK64, so...
Dumping blueprints. It's my favorite type.
It is a great time, because you're probably close to go mode at that point, or in go mode.
Well, that's what we're hoping all the time, right? Always being close. So, we have probably more rules, right? Like, more procedure things, if I remember correctly, Froppy?
Indeed we do.
Yeah.
We already talked about scheduling using hammer time or the time command.
Seeds, please roll specifically without password protection inside the races, inside the quals. Well, not inside the quals, inside the races. Because password protection sends the password to the person who created the race room. Specifically created the race room, not the person who rolls the seed. So, if one of you creates the race room, that person automatically has an advantage. And we do not want that to be a factor. So, please do not roll with a password. The only people that roll with a password are people doing the restream. It's probably gonna do the restreamer whoever opens the race room in those cases. In those cases, you will be informed early that a restream will happen. And you don't have to open the race room.
For anyone who does get restreamed, they will create the room for you. But if you're not getting a restream, it is up to you guys to create the room. Just want to be clear on that. We've had questions about that in the past. We only have so many volunteers for restreams, and sometimes we can't get to all of you. We would love to try to at least restream each person once during the tournament. But for that, we definitely need some volunteers. So I'm going to take a moment here to plug. If you're interested in volunteering as a commentator or tracker for this tournament, please post in the volunteering channel, and we will try to get to you as quickly as possible. Shameless plug over.
Yeah. See Blue, even the butler is on vacation. We need more people. We are really short-staffed in the volunteer range. If there are,
I have great news.
Yeah.
I am a scrub with ADHD commentary, so obviously the answer is yes.
Yeah, I can confirm. If there are issues with the scheduling, because you cannot fit the time because time zones, because what we have in the feedback, I can tell you this much. Oh boy, this is a lot of time zones that we're gonna have to deal with. like, to give a perspective, we have Canada, we have US, we have Australia, we have Chile, France. Like, we have everywhere on the globe, basically. So all time zones exist. So there might be issues. If there are issues, try things else. Let us know. We can facilitate async matches. That's not an issue. But let us try, and if it doesn't work, let us know. We can do things. Most of
Heck, we've even got someone all the way here from Goron City.
Yeah. UK was left out. Yeah, the reason is because UK was not qualifying. UK overqualified, as they usually do. They were too good at something.
Too good.
Crazy. Another news. If there are any other questions, let us know. We can try to always answer them. Please, ping a member about the tournament team, and we will try to resolve them. Right? Like, as you know, we are normally very quick, and the DK64 randomizer community is amazing with help. If you need help, reach out. They gladly help.
And I'd like to just take this moment to once again thank the DK64 community, because without all the help that we've gotten from both staff and people in the community and all of you participating, this would not have been as successful as it was.
Indeed. Like, for as a personal note, we came up with this tournament a little bit before December. We approached them in December, January about it, and we got things rolling. A thing that is currently in the current version of the DK64 randomizer was a push from us. People that are a little bit not sure about what we're talking about, the check mark that you see when you get an item that was previously hinted, the check mark itself, that idea came from us. And it was implemented very quickly.
In
amazingly.
3 days or something?
Yeah, it was insane how quick it was implemented. And we immediately have said, that's huge. It helps so much. It helps so much in the understanding of the pathins, because if you're coming from a different randomizer, multipath are a nightmare to follow.
And I see lots of people very pleased with that decision.
Oh yeah. I have only heard positives about that bait checkmark. They know it's it's the oranges that is required, not the coconut. Great.
Well, at this point, I think we've covered the rules.
Have we? Think that means we're at time?
I think it's time. Do we want to say what the groups are before we switch to the wheel?
Well, we are very big animal friends on Scrubs, so the names for the groups are animal related.
Do we have any guesses in the chat what the group names might be?
We are animal friends, so what could we have?
Rabbit?
I see main character vibes. I see.
Rabbit, owl, beetle? Oh? Bosses? Mechfish? I'm actually seeing some right answers in here.
Yeah, I see some right answers, and I see several answers that we thought of internally that we went against. I have
seen all of our groups mentioned in the guesses.
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. So, this season, there are going to be 3 groups. Starting from bottom group, you have Group Ramby. Then, you have Group On Guard. Trent, you want to tell them what our final group is?
I can't do that voice, I'm sorry. But it's Squawks. It's Parrot Friends, which we sadly don't see in DK64, sadly. Only a lot of times, thanks to us having pressed start to cutscene, so you see it more often than you want.
I don't know what it was. I wanted to switch us up from the shopkeepers, and this is what we came up with. So
Yeah. We had ideas like many of you were like, what about like the main cast? What about Beaver Bother? And then we had
almost went with mini games.
Yeah, we almost went with mini games, and then we had Beaver Bother, Big Barrel, Bended Barrel, or whatever it's called, Teetering Turtle Trouble. No. It's going to be a mess in the commentator booth, and we do not want it to like have people talking about Big Bug Bash in a positive sense, because that minigame can burn in a hell.
All right.
I think every one of us knows that.
So if you've ever seen a Scrubs reveal before, a lot of the times we have our lovely friend Velvet, who has like this laundry basket of plastic balls that are colored to like the colors of the Zelda groups. Well, we don't have anything as sophisticated as that today, but we do have this lovely wheel.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the wheel, because we decided to go with the wheel simply because current inflation prices doesn't allow us to get enough bananas to have a proper reveal stream.
Yeah. I don't know what you would do with 24 bananas anyway. Like,
I can't eat that many.
I'm sure someone could cook that many, but I live alone and I'm not eating 24 bananas.
Yeah. So, as we are starting soon with the wheel, let me get a couple of things going. The person who is in the very top, the person that 100% outqualified everyone, outqualified with more than 500 points over the average, more, which means that person was so overqualified, they're in a different tax bracket in the sense.
Indeed.
Yeah. And some might know them, some might don't. It is not Eternal, and it's not Jim Jam either. And also not Spike. The person that is top 1 is also not Zerulda. Even though Zerulda got second in the whole thing. No, number 1 is Violet Pumpkin. Congratulations. Violet Pumpkin, number 1, with a total of 2,084 points.
And it's important to note that we will be releasing information on these qual points after this. But we didn't want to share that during the quals, because then there can be manipulation that we don't want to see.
What, you're telling me that my accidental throw in like Galleon is not normal, that I forgot to check the shot? Like, I do that all the time. The problem is I actually do it all the time.
Listen, is it really throwing if you're consistently throwing?
I don't know. So, another question that I'm gonna answer before anyone is asking. Why didn't we go with 4 groups? Because we had 68 people. This is now the interesting part. We would have gone with 4 groups. But some people didn't want it to join the brackets. And that's the reason why we did. That's the reason why we stuck with 3. Because we didn't want it to have too good of amount of players in the beginner kind of side tournament. What we mean with too good people, we mean people that went into the top 32 in the main season. Like, we have to be a little bit cautious here, right?
Yeah, so when it came to looking at the points, we looked at who, obviously Scrubs, we go from the bottom up. The bottom 24 got their invites, and if anyone said no, that spot then meant the invite went up further. And as we mentioned earlier, we try to keep things as competitive as possible. That way, if you look at the points between first and eighth in a group, you don't want those to be crazy different. You know, if there's like 500
Yes.
points between Squawks 1 and Squawks 8, that's concerning.
You know, that thankfully is never the issue. That issue is only in the bottom group, always the issue, because you always have the 1 or 2 people outlier that are in the very bottom. But that's normal. And trust me, those are always the dark horses, because those people improve the quickest. And it's always like it. We had many people from the bottom groups crush the bottom groups.
Yeah, so if you don't end up, well, I guess if you didn't get a message, you've overqualified.
Sadly.
If you do get a message, then you're probably on this list somewhere.
Yeah. I do say this right away. It looks like that we forgot a group, because if we would have taken the next 8 in the list, we would have still been below average, below the median of the normal things. Problem is, we cannot predict how many people will then deny. And if we have 1 or 2 people in that top group say, I don't want to join, we're going over the average, and at that point into the territory of runners that are too good that take away from Scrubs, sadly. So we have to sadly stick with 3 groups. Also, just saying, you can just raise some people from above. We're not saying anything against it. We just don't want to we just don't want to host a tournament in that regard, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing saying that once you guys see the final results, you can't make your own groups and have your own brackets as well if you've overqualified. We're just doing the 24 for the official brackets.
Yeah. Speaking of, I think it's time to start with number 1.
Spin that wheel.
What, are we on Forge?
Well, I mean, I guess it's already spinning, but you know what I mean.
Spin it faster.
So I'll let you take the first name here.
Oh, thank you. The first one is going to be... Is that Squawks 2? Or is that Ramby 1?
Oh, I think it's Ramby.
That's Ramby 1. Okay. Ramby 1. If I recall correctly, that is a certain someone.
It is.
Ah, yes. Can you guess it already, guys? It's amazing. Shake.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. It will be fixed in a split second. This is the welcome to OBS having bugs, and we are live debugging these. Amazing Shake. Loves to have fun and get better at DK64 randomizer. And these settings doesn't even include his favorite check. His favorite check is Chunky Minecart. We have a minecart enjoyer in Ramby. In other words, be prepared that that person is not someone can simply push over. They have gone through hell and through minecarts.
That was honestly my least favorite check for the longest time, because I could never get it.
It's also not my favorite check, but who am I to judge? Also, favorite level, Factory. Fun fact, A lot of people like Factory.
It's true.
Yeah. Which is crazy. They are very decent at mechanical stuff, but still struggling a little bit with game knowledge and like the hints, like the most important things in render, you know, the usual stuff. The thing that we all suck at. The general gameplay. We all know it. We all love it. And if they are not playing DK64 randomizer on their own stream, they are probably doing retro achievements. And I know for a fact a lot of people are doing this. How are you with retro achievements currently, Fresh?
I'm 0 for 0. I have heard of them, but I have not actually done any of them. It is on my list to do soon, though.
Ooh, I see. Yeah, I have not looked into it, but I should.
I know Froppy is a connoisseur of the retro achievements, though.
Oh yeah. Froppy is telling us all about it the whole time. Okay, let's have a look at the next person on the wheel. So,
Spin
as
that wheel.
As you see, Rambi 1 is gone. Who's going to be the next? Flash, that's yours.
Oh.
Tell
Is
us
it Unger?
about... I think it's Squawks 4.
Squawks 4? Hey, would you look at that? All right, for Squawks 4, we have Lukoi, who is from Germany. And he has been watching races since season 3. And a beginner level tournament seemed a good place to start themselves. This is one of the things that we love to see. Would you guess it? Favorite level? Frantic Factory.
Wow. That's genuinely surprising right now.
You want to know something else that's genuinely surprising to me? Because I feel like this is a wild fact. Their favorite check, banana medals, because they love collecting colored bananas, especially with Tag Anywhere. I agree that Tag Anywhere is one of the most amazing things that is
Tag Anywhere helps so much. But it still doesn't save Tiny Metal in Galleon. It still doesn't save it.
There's no saving Tiny Metal in Galleon, and I don't think like changing the number of bananas saves it either.
Make it 5, maybe then it's saved. I don't know.
But DK64 is their favorite classic 3D collectathon, and the randomizer adds a puzzle/escape room aspect that requires deduction skills. The thing that he enjoys in the least in these settings specifically are the forest hint doors. Yeah, they're locked behind some guns, and you can't always get to them. But
what do you mean? You only need grape or feather and pineapple, or just the will to not. Yeah, just the will to climb that freaking mushroom again to get a hint that you already know is already solved. And you don't have Rocker Barrel.
While they're not active on Twitch apart from race streams, they have started creating audiobook-like content in German on YouTube, so definitely check them out. I think we're ready for the next one, Froppy.
Ooh, the next one? Who's it going to be?
But what if we don't find Rocket Barrel?
We're not talking about not Rocket Barrel. Ungard 1?
Oh. Man, we almost went 1-1-1.
Is it? Yeah, it is Ungard 1. Okay, I just wanted to confirm that it not swaps over to Ungard 3. Wonderful. Hello, Bazooka Zoo. Welcome to Ungard rank 1, or seat number 1. And also a German player. Yes, apparently we have several people from Germany here. That's actually surprising. As you can hear, I'm also German. Yay. Representation. They joined the tournament to defend the title from last season because, yes, Pazukazu is a returner from Scraps. Season 1 of the DK64 randomizer. Yes. Now, what are they? They really like this one check. Every one of you knows it. It's the so-called Check of Legends.
Ah,
Yeah, or in other words, the one of the checks that requires all 5 guns. Not the one in the forest lobby, but the one inside the giant mushroom, where you need all 5 guns to get all the way up. I personally don't like it. At least you can peek it. At least, right? The usual. So
I'm noticing a trend here of people liking checks that we don't like.
is that the reason why I didn't qualify? No, it was because I didn't do enough calls. That was it. Their favorite level, who would have guessed it? Forest! I wonder why. Is it because of the Check of Legends? I don't know. Probably. But they personally don't feel like that they have a particular strength, but if I look at the numbers, consistently in the 400s, I wouldn't say they are weak. I would say they have some kind of skill. Pretty
I mean, to be
consistent.
the top of a group, you got to have at least some skill, right?
So one would say yes.
Oh, the pun, Froppy.
Yeah, obviously, only the fun guy. That's the reason why he's German, because he's the fun guy. I'm allowed to make that joke. that's the worst part about it. And a different quick bit, they have 2 Jack Russell Terrier, which at this point means they can handle 2 very strong, very. I can't even describe how Jack Russell Terrier sometimes can be.
They're something, all right.
Yeah. So, yeah, if they can handle this, they can probably handle you in a race. So, good luck.
Be on the lookout.
Yeah. And also, please don't threaten our Froppy. We kind of need them, else the wheel goes out the door and we are stuck without a wheel.
Yeah, because then we only have 1 player from each bracket, and I don't know how they race themselves.
Yep.
Multiple games with the same controls. I don't know.
Yep. A different note that a person that I saw the question chat as we're going to the wheel. We write live qualifier and offline qualifier on them. Live qualifiers are the ones on race time. Offline qualifier is the one that you suggest that you requested in Discord with the Google form. And we write Q1 because in other Scrubs tournaments, we sometimes have more than 1 offline qualifier. And it's just like our formatting. We just have offline Q1 somewhere written. It doesn't mean anything. It's just we have an offline qualifier. So
yeah, if you see a Q2, that was an error, or offline Q2, that's an error on my part, and my bad.
Yeah, please don't make those errors. Thank you. So, can we go back to the wheel? Because I know for a fact that there are more people that want to know where they are.
Here we go. I love this wheel. What animal we got this time? Rambi?
Looks like Rambi.
Oh,
8
wait.
or 4?
Rambi 4? Rambi 4 it is. And at Rambi 4, we have Paper Sack. Can you guess what the favorite level for Paper Sack is?
Wait, let me guess.
We've heard it before.
Is it Factory?
It's Factory, because free money. So for Paper Sack, she said that in the absence of beetle races, that was one of the things that made them really want to join the Scrubs tournament. But seriously, she likes the DK64 and the randomizer. The path hints and the rule set is fairly doable community is full of friendly and silly people, and she's had lots of good experiences in the short time participating. Favorite check is the museum. She gets to check what art the randomizer picked, and an added bonus when finishing Chunky's medal. Her art also says the mermaid because cute. And you know what?
True.
So be it.
Yeah.
Favorite thing about the DK64 randomizer is that it's different every time. Everything from paths to cosmetic features that rotate the art. Least favorite part is probably how long it takes to do a run sometimes. Practice was regularly 3 to 5 hours, which was rough and made it impossible to stream much. And season 4.5 still takes over 4 hours. But you know what? We're here for growth. We've seen a lot of growth already, and there's a lot of time left for growing in the future. And in some other information, which I'll admit, a little hard to read with the capitalization here, but did you know she has a visual novel? I didn't know this.
Ooh.
So if you are interested in that, ask, go find out, go give it some love. We love it. In terms of their stream, they usually stream art once a week on Wednesdays. So go give some love there as well. We love our runners.
Yeah, we love art streamers. Like, I personally love art streamers because it's always amazing work that they can do with the years of practice and talent that they have. Let alone, I just like the chill vibes of art streams.
Agreed. It's almost like a randomizer because you're technically doing the same thing, but you're doing kind of something new every time.
Okay, I leave you with that thought. Let's go to the wheel.
Back to the wheel.
That was a little bit of a stretch, don't you think?
Who do we got? Ramby?
Looks like a Ramby, definitely. But 5 or 7?
Oh, it's so close. That's a
7.
Just barely
That's
7.
7. So, who else but 7D on number 7? We had to, obviously. We had to, obviously, because we totally didn't we totally rigged the points that it's going to be this way. No, absolutely not. It's by coincidence happened this way, and it just in general fits so well. So obviously we have to go with this, right? So what do we have here? A person from the US and A, and their favorite check is the Crate of Destiny. I'm not gonna lie, I, for instance, had no idea what check that was. Thank God they actually describe it. It's the Aztec Crate near the gongs. I hate to admit that I have forgotten about that before. Especially in a qualifier or something like this. Would never happen to me. But I like the name. And what they really why they wanted to join Scrubs is basically they wanted to tip their toes into harder settings. And they really tipped their toes into hard settings when they learned DK64, and they wanted to learn a little bit of the logic. That's the reason why they stick with Scrubs, and it makes sense. So, their favorite level. Have a guess, Flash.
Well, you guessed Factory earlier, so I'm gonna guess Caves.
No one likes caves. You should know this.
I know. No one, literally no one has.
No one likes caves. Caves is unpopular. You can delete it from the game. It's not worth it. The same with Galleon. No, they like forest. And another forest
enjoyer in chat though. They do exist.
We need to be careful to not scare them away, okay? But no, we have a Forest Enjoyer in 7D, and their strength is probably their tech skill. At least that's what they say from themselves. Routing and logic, probably a weakness, but that is the things that are mostly trained by playing more seats. So always remember, be careful. The longer it goes into the tournament, the stronger people get, especially if they are like having a little bit of a logic and routing thing, because it only needs to click once, and at that point they're getting scary.
Yeah,
and it happens way
there's
more.
definitely some scary people in terms of like the growth we've seen from the beginning to now.
Yeah. The variance between the seats is exactly what they really enjoy about the DK64 randomizer. And it's really, really interesting. And it's also one of the most punishing things. Because who of us has not experienced this wonderful world of I have to do the fly swatting mini game to beat this? Oh no.
Not once, but twice.
My personal favorite is still the last squall that was rolled. That looked like a sub 1 hour seat and suddenly, nope.
Oh,
It's
that
not.
was so bad.
Yeah, those things happen. This silly goof just loves everything around music, randomizers and RPGs, and also speedruns. Apparently also speedruns SM64, Messenger, Mega Man X4, and maybe something new. Who knows? You have to check them out.
Give them some love.
Yeah, always give some love. Speaking of love, can we have some love for the wheel? Thank you.
Wheel, 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 wheel. I love watching this wheel spin. Oh. Is it Ramby?
Oh, the eights! The eights!
All the Ramby love right now. All right. Well, in Ramby 8, we have Sky Goro. All the way to us from Goron City. Wild.
Where is Goron City?
Goron City is apparently in the USA, according to their submission.
Oh.
But what made them want to join the Scrubs tourney? Well, Sky wanted to try something other than Uter for the last 6 to 7 years. Favorite level? Do you want to take a guess?
So we had forest, factory, forest, factory,
Not caves.
Right, not caves. Is it Japes?
No, it's still not Japes. It's factory.
I guess.
Favorite check. The ones that they remember to do. They don't think they have necessarily a single favorite because all of them are kind of hot garbage. If they really had to choose, it'd be Toy Monster. Who doesn't love a Toy Monster? Or maybe that one DK cabin that you can cheese.
I don't like kaiju, thank you.
Well, to each their own, I guess. I don't want to check it either, in all honesty. But what they enjoy most about DK64 Randomizer, the quality of life, which I would agree with. I love the quality of life changes. Let's see here. For their Twitch stream, they're not sure where their channel's at these days after retiring from Uter, but they always like vibing with chat, whatever they're doing. So make sure to go give some love.
My recommendation, DK64 is going hot right now these days. I would stick with it. It's good.
And in terms of other information, Sky is a Goron from Goron City. And I'm not making that up. That is straight up the truth. But their feedback does say to make up a neat backstory. So after a long journey from Death Mountain Trail all the way to Frantic Factory, they are rolling on through and defeating every enemy in their way.
So that is apparently now where Goron City is. I was wondering where that was placed. Oh, this is So is this how Entrance Randomizer places it? It's like selects a map from the world and then places individual items.
Surprise! We're an archipelago now with entry rando.
Real world Uta, yeah. Let's go. Okay, speaking of, it's time for the wheel.
The wheel. We're gonna get some
Okay.
on guard love? Nope.
No,
Are we
Rambi
back
is
at
getting
Rambi?
Rambi or Squawks?
Oh. It took
Squawks!
Squawk.
It's just went over. Ooh. Not gonna lie, I was worried it was Rambi again, but no, it's time for Squawks. It's time for Mustard Custard. I love the name. I really, really love the name. It's so unique and I just love it. From down under, yes, from Australia. I said we have Australians here. Do not worry, they exist. It's not a myth, and I do not understand how they live right now because I think it's like 50 degrees over there currently or something. It's definitely hot. I really don't understand how they're surviving. Speaking of, have a guess. Their favorite level.
Aztec. We gotta get some Aztec love.
Yeah, I understand they like it hot, but no. Fact.
Oh.
We like Factory here, okay? Factory, best music in the game, best level layout, absolutely horrifying production room, has it all.
I'm just gonna start guessing Factory from now on. It's always Factory.
Yeah, it seems like it, right? So they loved to watch DK64 speedruns years ago, especially from Tudos. Some of you might have heard that person before. It's like a small content creator. And yeah, they mainly did many assignments with his in stream in the background. So they got a lot of DK64 influence and actually joined therefore in Scrubs because they watched some season 4 and were like, okay, this looks like something I want to get into. And Scrubs is kind of like a good starting ground, so they went in here. And their favorite check is in Factory. It's a check that we have disabled. The Tiny Kong Factory race car, or car race, whatever you want to call it. I personally like it, but only in the randomizer version. In the vanilla version, it sucks. I hate that race with a passion. In randomizer, it's fine. But we didn't want it to include more races. We wanted to keep it a little bit less because we're already racing against the clock. We don't need to race against a beetle or a race car or another beetle.
So far, I feel like all we've done is disabled people's favorite checks.
Looks definitely like it.
Or are they just trolling us?
They would never.
No.
They love the problem-solving aspect of DK6. And I totally understand it. Like the piecing together how certain move is required, how certain moves are not required, why the heck is Coconut on the path to this? It makes no freaking sense. Never mind. Their least favorite things are vultures and all owl races. Because RBB or Rocket Barrel Blast sucks to control, and it's kind of like horseback archery and Ocarina of Time randomizer. You need to spend some decent amount of time to get good at it, and I fully understand it. They if you turn into their stream, they probably have some DK64 stuff going. Always good, always some fun, and they just loved to play DK64 personally on their N64, but they never finished the game early on because they were terrified of Mad Jack.
I mean, who wouldn't be?
He's a scary clown. And the worst part is a clown in the box. It's scary. I don't think we had a single seed in Scrubs yet roll that as a required boss. We had Dogger 2
I
off.
don't think so.
We had Dogger 2 off. Magic, maybe one day. We will see. Before we go back to the wheel, one quick point. Their best qual was the offline. That means that they are more a dark horse than you think. That maybe, like, the pressure of a race room maybe gets to them a little bit more, who knows? But, and this is the important part about this, do not underestimate those players. If they find their groove, if they find their piece, if they find their style, they're scary. And if that score would have been all the way, all the time, if it would have been always 488, they would have overqualified. Just to give it a perspective. If the offline qual is what to go for, and if they would have constantly had those points, they would have probably overqualified. So be aware, just because they're number 7 doesn't mean they are bad. Be aware. Let's go to the next person on the wheel. Maybe we find a first matchup?
Yeah, we almost always have a 7 or 8 seed that goes really deep, if not wins a bracket. So I would love to see a Travanskoff has 3 potions.
Oh, I had this. You don't want to. Two of them are bait, and one is required.
On guard 5. All right, so for on guard 5, we have Zinedine. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong bracket. So in terms of what their favorite level is, I'm gonna give you a hint here. It's a new one, but there is a little bit of a caveat to this favorite. You want to guess?
With a caveat, but it's a new one.
It's not factory or forest.
Is it castle, but we remove all the bananas?
No, it is Aztec if we remove the llama temple.
Oh.
Which,
yeah, that's
you know what? That's fair. What made them want to join the Scrubs tournament? The hint system. I would love to know more about what specifically about the hint system in the future. But favorite check is in front of Jape's lobby. It's the one check they won't last location 90% of the time. You know, that's a pretty great check. I do like that.
I have to admit that that's a check that I have eluded for 15 minutes before.
Yeah, I've been there too. What they enjoy most about the randomizer is that the hint system provides a neat puzzle to solve. Either that or colored bananas. In terms of their biggest strength, they don't really feel like they have any strengths, but their biggest weakness is logic reading and solving problems in real time. Well, the good news is, you're in on guard. You're in the tournament. You've got plenty of time to grow still, and time to kick some butt.
Like I say, look at the offline. Be prepared. That just because you see the one outlier in Qual 11, be ready. Like
anyone can have a bad seed.
Oh yeah. And I can tell you this much. The offline they did as the 3rd seed that they did. They did the offline before they did the live qualifier. So there might have been seed bleed what happened there. So do not count them out. They are scary. And also Qual 11 was not fun. I don't know. Did I do that one?
I honestly am getting to the point with so many quals that we've looked at, I don't remember which one's which.
I didn't do that one. Probably have to play that one again.
Trauma. But you know what's not trauma? The wheel.
Ooh, the wheel. But about the hit system, like the wonderful feedback we have gotten so far is that a lot of people liked the point system. I
More
personally
on guard love incoming.
Ooh. On guard 2. On guard from the US, we have Scooter. Yes, that's how I apparently am supposed to pronounce this. Let's have a look at their favorite level. Ah, yeah. Another one.
Oh, it's factory, isn't it?
No, it's forest.
Oh,
It's a good guess. It was a good guess, yeah, but no, it is forest. They like forest. They do like the rando, even though they're not very good at it. I wouldn't say you're not very good at it. Come on, you're on guard second place. You have a very decent showing, and if I look at the qualifier 6 and qualifier 7, you have a 5-point difference, which is why it's the lowest ranked. No, you're also very consistent, mate. Like, do not say that you're bad. Nah. I'm not allowing these kind of slander. Not on my scrubs here. No. Not even on yourself. We have no imposter syndrome here, please. Their favorite check? We just had that one. The level 1 lobby entrance. Or in other words, the check that I have last location before. Yes, you heard me correctly.
it's fine.
Things happen, trust me. You don't want to know sometimes. You really don't want to know. What they really enjoy about the DK64 randomizer is the community. Like, the amount of love the community puts into this is amazing. Like, they just love it. The biggest gripe they have is actually with the game itself, because it's DK64, and the game hates themselves, apparently. I don't know. I have you ever had this issue that you felt like the game was out to get you?
Have you ever been to Castle? Yes.
I never had that issue with Castle. I always have that issue with Gallia. I just don't
know.
like Gallia.
I know the first time I played, I fell off the entry bridge so many times. It was terrible.
I don't understand why they why they were like, here, have parkour for the very first thing in the level. With these amazing controls and the amount of lag in the I don't understand what they did there. Anyway, the strength that they see from themselves is given infinite time, which it's a scrubs tournament. There is probably some infinite time coming. They are very good at understanding the logic and the hints. The problem is their memory. So finding a way to take notes, still not quite figured it out. But if they have, I would be worried. Could get a little bit trouble. So, what do they else do on that Twitch channel? They just play DK64 random. And they would do more if they had more time. But every one of us knows this. Time is a very valuable resource. Sadly, we don't have any. And since we don't have any time, I think we have time to go to the wheel? Or is that also out of our budget?
Surely we have wheel budget.
Wonderful.
Oh, is this the Squawks one?
Yes.
All right, Squawks 1 it is. And this is going to be our highest qualifier points runner in brackets. You ready? Congratulations to Samira B. All right. Favorite factor. Oh, well, I've ruined it. Factory's favorite level. I was going to ask what everyone thought.
Favorite factory? What?
Favorite factory, yes. What made them want to join the Scrubs tournament? They genuinely loved season 3, but never did any races. Found season 4 to be daunting and unapproachable. The Scrubs season 2 rule set gave a chance to really learn and push themselves to figure things out. Glad to hear. In terms of favorite check, now this is some quality content right here. The top of Beanstalk. They're a true bean lever, but actually, no. Diddy Caves medal because it feels good when the flight is done well. I
am like, I'm not sure if I should be disappointed or I should be proud right now.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts too. What do they enjoy most about the DK64 randomizer? Man, I feel like we've heard this a lot today, and we probably will continue to hear it. The community is phenomenal. Every runner they've talked to has been so chill and fun to get to know and run seeds with. The least enjoyable parts of the randomizer are, well, yeah, obscure CB medals like Cave/Galleon, especially in season 4 where the CB count is higher. We're not going to talk about Galleon Tiny Medal again. We've yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about the practice seats that I had prior of this. I don't want to talk about it.
I honestly feel like our practice seeds of the settings were worse than any of the tournament seeds.
No. Some of them were, but not all of them.
That's true. For strength, they feel like their movement and routing is generally decent, but that they're absolutely trash at reading logic. You're at the top of Squawks. I'd give yourself some more credit. They do happen to say here though, boo rabbit, yay bean. I don't know how well that's going to go over, but in terms of their Twitch, they're in a bit of a lull at the moment, but they usually stream randomizers and archipelagos or the occasional MMO raid.
Yeah, I have a feeling I can, like, because I know the race time name, Samira Be Lovely. I already can tell which MMO it is because of a certain boss in a certain MMO, which has a very similar name.
References?
Yes, it's it is maybe Final Fantasy 14. So if you like those. Maybe that's something to look for. I do say, though, the one thing that I want to point out. Stop selling yourself short. I look at the quals, I see the points, 480, 467, 460, 460, 443. The 3 middles are so close. You're not bad. Give yourself some credit. Stop with the imposter syndrome, please.
Yeah. So these scores are just the points that get made based on how many people are in the quals and the placement. So they're not necessarily out of anything, but they are a good number to compare against other people in those quals. You know what a good reference is? The wheel.
Yeah. And just to give a person some kind of perspective, because we throw points around. If I see this correctly, the highest amount of points in any qual was from Eternal. 765 points in a single qualifier.
That's a lot of points.
That's a massive amount of. And hello, Squawks 3. Rick, Dan, Witches. I am so glad that they actually typed out how it's supposed to pronounce, because else I would butcher this hardcore. from the US, and we have a new level.
It's Helm.
Okay, that I'm genuinely surprised no one has ever said Helm. Personally, it's my favorite level, but mainly for the music. No, it's Castle.
Oh.
Yes. It has the most fun routing around, apparently. And I have to agree, Castle is amazing. Like, Castle is amazing in routing, has so many options to fall down into your death. It's amazing.
Mm.
The amount of times I died before I hit checkpoint 2, I don't even want to talk about it. Happened way too often.
There's definitely no trauma of falling, hitting one of the moving platforms just for it to go out from under you, and then you die.
Yeah, it totally never happened before. What are you on about? So, why did they join Scrubs? Well, they watched since season 3. Played a bit offline, but never like really races, and like they saw the Scrub rule set and they're like, you know, that's a great starting point. And we agree. I personally don't agree with their favorite check, but I mean, they like the bean.
Yes.
They're a bean lever. I am not. I do not understand how you can like the bean. It takes so long to grow, takes so many items, and 90% of the time, it just hurts you. No, just no, okay? Please. So, they enjoy the DK64 randomizer mainly because, like, they played it casually and they like the puzzle and the logic of it. Like, it's a good beating system. And Floppy shush. We're not talking about the bean right now. It can't hurt me, okay?
Because it already did.
More than once. So, their particular strengths are understanding the logic. Don't worry, they still make mistakes, as we all do. We all have done a mistake or two before in understanding the logic. And their weakness is Betty Barrel Bandit. It is... So they're more joking about it, but they can't stand that minigame. It's like not a weakness, but it's more like a distaste. I understand it as a person that really hates the fly swatting minigame. I understand the kind of...
I think everyone has a least favorite minigame.
Oh, definitely. Why is a fly swatting minigame? It's a better question.
I want to know who programmed the fly to laugh at you when you miss, because that's just...
Very fair. Very fair. Speaking of laughing when we miss, how about we spin the wheel and get the next contestant?
And
without
not miss?
laughing. Not missing and no laughing.
Oh, we could have totally set it to where when you spin the wheel, it does the fly laugh.
Oh god, no. People would have left already.
Including us. But
Speaking
you know
of...
who's not leaving?
On guard 6?
On guard 6. And in on guard 6, we have Sil from Germany. And you know what? They don't have a favorite level.
The heck?
Womp womp. But in terms of why they wanted to join the Scrubs tournament, they wanted to play DK64 randomizer, and this gave them a reason to actively do so. You too can play DK64 randomizer at dk64randomizer.com. What do they enjoy most about the randomizer is the puzzle aspect of the hint structure. And in terms of strengths, they find that weakness is movement execution and getting overwhelmed. But you know what? Those are a scenario that you can overcome. And they can be very dangerous as, everyone in these brackets can be. Seriously, do not underestimate anyone, because you underestimate someone, that might be the end.
Yeah,
Or at
yes,
least
and
moving you into lower bracket.
yes, Cinny, another sin. We couldn't afford the real Cinny, so we have to go for Sinyadril or Silver or Sil. We couldn't afford the real deal, so we had to go with the other version. But,
Impasta.
yeah. Also, a tiny little tidbit for everyone who is not seeing it. Do you see that the top points are from later quals and not from the early quals?
Mm-hmm. They've
It's
improved.
It's improvement. Be
It's
aware.
scary.
On guard 6, on guard 3 should be careful, but we don't know who that is yet.
Unless
Maybe. The wheel, maybe?
Wheel, what do you got for our future?
We get on guard 3.
I don't know. Is it on the wheel? No, I see it on the wheel.
Oh, wonderful.
But you know what's leaving the wheel?
Rambi 2?
Rambi 2.
Rambi 2. Oh boy! Hello, Barry! Barry999 or 123 Berber. Barry or short Bur. I do like all of this. From the Netherlands. Wonderful. So, first question I have to you. What's their favorite level?
I mean, do I go with the expectation or do I go with something cool like Isles?
No, it's not. Sorry.
Damn it.
You should go
One of
with
these
the
times
gut.
I'll be right.
It's factory.
Oh.
Of course. The name Barry clearly tells factory, right? Why? Simply.
You're right.
It's so many different checks. The music is amazing. The atmosphere, such a great level. Just everything of it is amazing. And not only that, they always loved the game. And they found out about DK64 randomizer recently. I expect it might have been a GDQ run, or GDQ in general, or other things. I don't know. Maybe they have heard about DK64randomizer.com. Who knows? They're doing some solo seeds, and then they're like, why not join the tournament? And I'm like, yeah, welcome to Scraps. It's definitely fitting it into their schedule was a little bit difficult, but they fixed it, which that's great. We love to see more people. And their favorite check, and this is controversial. This is controversial. It is arcade.
Oh.
It is
just playing a different game.
That is the arcade, and I can tell you this much. Some people do not like the arcade. Other people do not. It is.
Oh, you've offended chat.
The chat is not happy, and I understand why. I personally understand the appeal as long as you're not putting me into Jetpack. I can deal with the normal Mario, but not Jetpack. Screw Jetpack. I hate those flying things. Good thing we have those disabled, because I think chat would have not been happy with us.
Yeah, those are not what I would call beginner checks.
Yeah, definitely not. Now, what do they most enjoy about the DK64 randomizer? The diversity and the logic. Because who doesn't like to understand why this one check in Japes is path to all the freaking keys?
Not some of them, all of them.
All of them. All of the keys. What did you find? Correct. You found peanuts. And at this point, you should be scared. But finding out this kind of logic is always nice. And they do enjoy, the least they enjoy the plus. are the blast courses. I can't blame them. Blast courses suck. We actually had them disabled last season, like at least some of them. This time they are all in. I personally do not have a big issue with them. Thankfully, the ones in Fungi Forest don't come up that often. In my opinion, the worst one. But yeah, they are not really active on Twitch. They're using it for the scrubs. But always worth a watch. And they still consider themselves a newbie. I wouldn't, but well, they still do. I see 2 quals with 450 points. That means there's potential. There is a lot of potential, and not only that, that potential exists, which means you should be careful. Because, fun fact, that offline qual was done after all other qualifiers they have qualified. Like, in the sense, like, after qualifier 10, they did the offline. A day later, but they did the offline. Which means that is more towards the later stages, which means they are not as bad as you might think. Be careful.
All aboard the improvement train.
Definitely, that's the reason why we're doing scrubs, for the improvement. And yeah, that means 7D will go up against Barry. So be aware of this.
I'm so excited to watch this.
I think that we still have some people left, don't we? The wheel can help us out, I think.
I hope we do, because there's still numbers and groups on the wheel.
Wonderful. I think I already know who's going. Yeah, I think I already know who's going to be last, because of course it's always some ironic thing that's gonna happen as last, because it's definitely not rigged.
Is that Ramby 3 I see? All right, in Ramby 3 we have Honey from the US. Favorite level? Anyone? It's not Factory.
Oh, then it's Forest.
It's not Forest. It's Japes.
Ooh.
Finally some Japes love. What made them want to join the Scrubs tournament? Well, they've been a fan of DK64 speedruns for over 15 years and the rando since season 0 and are finally starting to try it. That's awesome. Favorite check? Free Chunky Cage, because climbing the pipe without O-stand was the first trick they learned. That's actually a really cool reason to love that trick.
I can tell you this much. I have messed it up so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And I have seen seeds where there are items in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Uh-oh. You see one item, you don't see the other.
Mm-hmm. What do they enjoy most about the randomizer? Well, they love that it transformed DK64 from a collectathon to a treasure hunt. They've never seen a rando outright change a game's genre before. Their least favorite thing is having to write hints mid-run because they feel like they're standing still, which realistically, we have tried our best to help with that. I think that's one of the best thing about Doses Doors is that you're not sitting there writing a lobby worth of hints at once. But yeah, I definitely understand that one. They don't feel particularly good at anything except maybe a few sequence breaks, but their weakness is being overwhelmed by hints in the second half of the run. I think we've all been there, and we'll get through it.
Do I spy that with my eye? What are they doing on Twitch?
They are speedrunning, and not just one game, not just 2 games, but many games. Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 4, Mega Man X1 through 3. I'm not super familiar with the Mega Man games, so I don't know if that's like 11 through 13 or whatever.
No, that's X1, X2, and X3.
Great. Chrono Trigger and Mario RPG randos. I didn't even know that had a rando.
Oh, it does. It's actually not bad. I also say FF6 is a very interesting choice to speedrun, because I know how long that game can be.
Well, you want to know something crazy?
Huh?
This is their first time running a 3D game. It's been a tough transition, but they're having a blast. There's a pun in there. There's a pun there somewhere. Baboon Blast, Rocket Barrel Blast, whatever you want to go with. But you know what I want to go with? The wheel.
The wheel. So we get...
Is it a bird? Is it a fish?
I can't tell.
It's close. I think it's bird.
It's bird. It's bird. It's not any bird. It's ice blue. Yes. Welcome, Ice or Blue or Ice Blue from the US, joining us. And they watched a lot of DK64. They watched DK64, the run at the AGDQ. And were like, let's start. Let's have some fun. And they were told about this community, Scrubs, by Rigby. Thank you, Rigby, by the way, for having a wonderful person join this wonderful community and having a lot of fun in this tournament so far. Their favorite check is the DK number game and factory, because they can slam 6-7.
Oh.
So close. So close. We might have to reevaluate. We might have to reevaluate about the community.
I'm disabling that check next year just because of that.
Yeah, thank you very much. Speaking of their favorite level, what might it be?
Well, I'm gonna guess it's the 6-7 level.
It is the 6-7 level, yeah, it's factory. Congratulations, you're right.
Someone might be having regrets about introducing to the community.
I'm surprised. I am a little bit surprised. So, what do they enjoy most about the DK64 randomizer? The vast amount of options. Like the routing options of how open the seat can be. I understand. It's so good, and they gotten a lot of better with the movement tag. Reading and deciphering hints is still their weakness. Many of us do struggle with this. We all have this problem. We all need to read our hints. I know it's tough. It's difficult sometimes. But we get through it together. We all are around here. We all can do this. And not only that, they are actually very active on stream. They speedrun Zelda 2 and other Zelda titles. I am shocked you were not aware. I am actually more shocked you were not aware of Scrubs when you were speedrunning Zelda titles. Kinda sad, but they finally found us. Maybe they joined Uta. Maybe they don't like OT. Who knows? But they'll be mostly streaming all the races from alternate Twitch account, just because they can turn off the chat and be in emote only. Because everyone who knows this, a race with no chat interaction just lowers the viewers. I think we all have experienced that before, that it's so difficult to have people like communicate with you or like have fun with you if you're only in emote only.
Yep.
So be aware, some people might not be able to talk to you during the races that much, but they still love you. They still love that you're around there and that you're cheering them on. Always make sure to like show that you're there, show that you're cheering, even if you can't help them. Just being around helps a lot.
It's a great motivator.
Yeah. You also what also helps?
What?
The wheel.
I thought you were gonna say like the Ramby.
No, the Ramby is what the wheel gives us.
I'm just hoping that maybe I'll end up with a Ramby here. Oh, Oh! Did I call it?
See, there's a Rambi.
I got the Rambi I was looking for. And you know who the Rambi is? It's another blue. It's Blue Roses. We can't make this up, I swear. Hailing from
what?
Germany here. Oh, favorite level. What do you think it is?
I mean, so far the Germans were very much into forest, so I'm going with forest.
Nope. I will actually agree on this one. It's Japes.
Kind of a forest.
Yeah, it's kind of a forest. What made Blue want to join the Scrubs tournament? Well, Blue is brand new to the DK racing scene and was delighted to see that Scrubs is putting on a beginners tournament again. They tracked a lot of games in season 1 and excited to see that it's back. Blue is overcommitted to helping us as a volunteer, just always willing to help. So, favorite check. This is a new one. In a place that hasn't gotten much love. Favorite check is Donkey Library in Castle. They love books IRL, and this is a fun check to play and cheese out of logic.
That's such a great answer.
I agree. What do they enjoy most? Well, they enjoy the way the Kongs play together, that there are usually more ways than one to do the checks. Which, that can be a good thing, could be a bad thing. In terms of strengths, they find one of their One of their biggest weaknesses is remembering all the CB locations and the way logic works for the medals.
Never happened to me. Never.
There's no logic. I'd like to point out that if you're familiar with Zelda Ocarina of Time, CB logic is just like Spirit Key logic. It doesn't exist.
No, it doesn't exist. It doesn't. We do not. Colored banana logic doesn't exist. Don't even pretend that it does. No, it doesn't.
Especially in Galleon. Do you know what they do on their Twitch channel? Well, you could probably guess. Randomizers. They stream Ooter and Variety. They've been playing video games for only 2 years. So a lot of first playthroughs. I've seen some Banjo-Kazooie, some Undertale, and I think the community has given like a list of like 50 games that Blue needs to play for the first time.
Mandatory.
Yeah, mandatory. This is not a you can choose. No, you are playing all of these, and you may choose the order.
Yeah, but you're gonna play all of these. There's a lot of games that you have to play, including some classics. There's some good.
There were classics.
There's some good games.
You know what else is classic? The wheel.
Oh, it's the wheel.
I'm amazed we've been able to make these smooth transitions to the wheel every time. There's always been something. It's a small wheel, though.
Yeah, not many things left. Set Squawks on guard.
I'm feeling on guard. Yeah.
I think it's an on guard. On guard number 3. Oh,
brought to you by our sponsor, the wheel.
It's okay, I guess. Oh no, that's the runner's name. Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess. From Canada. Sorry for that. No. Has been playing casually, the Rendo, on and off for a couple of years, and loved watching the tournaments, but the seats would always take them like 3 to 4. I mean, who blames them? So Scrubs was just perfect for their skill level, and that's exactly what we love. We want to give beginners a place where they can thrive, where they have this tournament experience for once, where they get this heart-beating pounding of my opponent has not finished yet and I'm in go mode. Everyone who has not had that feeling before, you're gonna have this feeling in this tournament. It's either you will hate it or you will love it, and from then on you can then pursue how you like to. But their favorite check is an IELTS check. We gotta go
Is it
with
lobby
pound.
entrance?
No, it's pound the X. Pound the X is wild. Because it does not require one thing. It does not require two things. It requires 3 different things. It's
What about
insane.
the 4th thing known as sanity?
We don't do that here.
Oh, that makes sense.
We are playing a rando. You know, sanity is shuffled away.
Always last locationed.
Yeah. Speaking of, their favorite level.
Oh.
It is factory. They still fall. They still fall off production. They still fall off production all the time. But it's such a fun level to route. I would have to lie if I wouldn't say that in a qualifier I'd landed 5 times down in production room because I just suck. Don't worry, we all do.
Is it production that's the problem or the camera? Because I blame the camera.
How about both?
Sure.
So, they've been a huge fan of DK64 since they were a child. It was their favorite game.
Ooh.
It's definitely difficult to go back, but as they grew and started to realize the rough edges it had, like we all know the rose-tinted glasses, right, of the wonderful old games that we looked at, and nowadays are like, ouch. Yeah, that's DK64 sometimes. You don't realize how much duct tape actually holds those walls together. And yes, some people still claim the walls don't exist. And I agree.
Can confirm.
Yeah, it is definitely, yeah. So, the render really makes the game just feel as good as it felt like when you first played it. Yeah, it is such a good randomizer. I really personally love it. Their strength is solving paths, then remembering everything. Because remembering, you know, that requires to remember. And who likes to remember? I like
Insert
to go.
Notes emote here.
I like to go. Because going is quick. Remembering, that means standing still. That's slow. We're going quick. We're going front. And we're gonna go to the wheel. Because we want to go fast and we want to spit fast, right?
That's what the wheel does.
The wheel didn't want it to go fast.
It didn't want to go at all at first. Oh, fish.
Looks like fish.
All right. Well, on guard 7, we have Chromos from the USA. Favorite level?
Factory?
No, not factory. It's Japes.
Huh?
What made them want to join the Scrubs tournament? Well, a good old-fashioned love for Donk. Favorite check. This is a new one. We have not heard this one yet. The top of the mushroom. Did he fly so fast he nearly goes out of frame?
I can tell you this much. Until that check was required, I didn't even know that check existed.
Mm-hmm. In terms of what they enjoy most about DK64 Randomizer is, well, kind of that it's a randomizer. Most of it's different every time, so the possibilities are nearly endless. Unless, you're talking about things being on the bean. Their least favorite is when you forget an easy check and have to take that walk of shame to somewhere super obvious you passed 5 times already. Yeah.
Happens all the time.
All of us, every time. In terms of their strength, they feel that their strength is that it's been their favorite game since they were a kid. So they know every location and check pretty well. weakness is that they love it too much and sometimes just want to do all the checks instead of, following the hints to places that they should be. In terms of their Twitch, it's mostly just Donk. They might do some more in the future, so be on the look for that. But yeah, as chat's pointing out, do you see those live qual 11 points?
I look into the original qual 11. That they beat some people that are definitely overqualified. Like I see Rendell eats cheese or Trickums. Both of them finished behind Chromos. There can be always be prepared. They can go fast. Be aware.
It's gonna be interesting.
Just because you're 10 minutes or 15 minutes behind Eternal, it doesn't mean that you're bad. No, doesn't mean you're very good. You can do it.
You know what's also very good? The wheel.
Oh, it's the wheel? I see Eternal.
I love that
already.
we have the scrub in the middle.
Yeah, it's not rareware, it's scrubware. The 8s don't want to go. No, they want to stick until the very end. Hello, Squawks5! Or, I think the real name would be Fabio. From Chile. And I want to point it out first. Have a look at the live qualifier 3.
So many points.
Yep. Those we are getting into the territory of, oh boy, they can perform. Yes, outliers exist, and if they find the items in the correct position, that can easily go very quickly, even for scrubs runners. Never underestimate any of them. Please. You see, that can go very quickly. I currently have it up on my side monitor. Call 3, they finished 5th in that qualifier. With under 1.5 hours, which for many scrubs is a very fast time. Do not underestimate people. If you find, if you're just routing good, that can go very quickly. But their favorite level, which is also an indictment of what kind of skilled runner they are, they like Forest. Yes.
Not Factory?
Not Factory, Forest. Because Forest, requires a certain kind of view on it, right? It's always good. They wanted to join Scrubs because it's a very good start to the rando. And instead of joining out of nowhere, when S4 was back, without knowing what's going on, they wanted to give it a go in Scrubs 2, and they were not around in Scrubs 1 yet, so that's there. Their favorite check is in Castle.
Oh.
It's Tiny Mausoleum.
Okay.
Yeah. It is it's very challenging, and even more if you do it with DK, if you know it's possible. That is definitely something many people are not even aware of, that DK can do that. If they know those tricks, get ready. They are not someone you should ignore. They do enjoy the wide range of options in this randomizer. And yeah, the cosmetics, the music, a lot of this is so much. The things that they enjoy the least is climbing production room and fighting Mad Jack. You know, another person that doesn't like Mad Jack. I don't know why. Is it the clown? Probably the.
Yeah.
So, one other thing that I haven't told anyone, and this is the moment people will get really scared. They're playing on keyboard, not on controller.
That's wild. That is utterly wild.
And in that regard, it's really scary. So always make sure to be careful and do yourself a favor and never underestimate the people.
Including yourself.
Yeah, but it's a time to underestimate the wheel? Maybe.
It could be. So we're down to, it looks like 5, and there's still at least 1 from each group. Oh. Squawks number 8. It's looking like. Indeed it is. And do you know who that is? We've got Rubik's Cube. I love the name.
I can't solve it though.
Oh, I can, which is what gives me great joy. Coming from the United States here, I'm gonna ask favorite level. It's not our top 2, but I think this is becoming number 3. It's Japes.
I thought we're already at 4.
Could be.
I can't count.
Counting's for people doing CV checks. But what made them join the Scrubs tournament was they had been interested in learning DK64 Rando for most of the last year, but was really intimidated by Season 4. This year, they stumbled across Cine's stream, Cine Callout, and learned about Scrubs through them. Favorite check is going back to Castle. It's got to be the Chunky Castle Museum. Papersack taught them how to upload custom art into the paintings, so it's always a treat to see what pictures get randomly chosen. They even made some funny monkey art of classical paintings so they could get a chuckle when they go there. That's actually something I want to do in the future.
I need to have some watch of that again, because that's clearly something I missed. That's going to be it's going to be hilarious seeing the monkey Lisa.
I have seen so many cool cosmetic things between changing the coins, changing the portals. Like, it's been amazing. In terms of what they enjoy most about the randomizer, well, it's the community. Everyone has been so helpful and kind. Something they enjoy the least, it's the upper Kasplat and prod without a gun or an instrument. Yep, that is real bad. In terms of strengths, they believe their hint interpretation skills are what they lack the most. Being bad at keeping track of long paths to... I think everybody struggles with that at times, though. You know, we only improve through practice. But, you know what they do great? Twitch. Doing some art and drawing every so often. They say they're not active, but they do occasionally like to do art drawing.
Sorry, I just read the last fact. It's amazing.
Indeed. So the last fact that we've got is when they were a kid, they tried practicing Linky's mid-air attacks while in a swimming pool. As it turns out, shoulders don't rotate 360 degrees.
I have this mental image right now.
So do I. Oh, that's amazing. New mental image though. The wheel.
It can rotate 360 degrees actually.
It can. Only 4 left. Will we get an on guard? That way it's just... Oh, no. We're saying goodbye to a group. It's going to be finalized.
Goodbye, Squawks.
Squawks.
It's time to see the last person out of the group. Squawks. From France, we say hello to Skystorm44. I'm gonna shorten it to Skystorm, but yeah. They wanted to get a first experience with competitive DK64 with people with a similar level to them. And they definitely achieve it. Do not say anything bad, because they do like DD Castle script. Yes. It uses Chimpy Chart. And peanuts are their favorite gun. Which is why they particularly like Castle Underground. And it's definitely not the first choice. So, what is probably their favorite level?
I don't know. I'm hesitant to say because I'm going to be wrong.
Without hesitation, it's Castle. It's definitely Castle. It's definitely Castle. They enjoy mostly the hints of this wonderful randomizer, because other randomizers are always have this of adapting a full clear route everything. In DK64, you can actually solve the rando and only do what is necessary, which is very nice. So their personal strength is the solving. They started learning DK64 with S4 settings, so which is why they are very familiar with path hints. And yeah, paths are definitely a very, very big thing. The thing that they struggle with a bit is the wonderful execution and the clearing part. Like, they have a huge tendency of clearing too much, because, like they say, they played other randos before, and in other randos, you mostly full clear areas, which in DK64 you shouldn't do. And on that Twitch, mainly randos. Mostly Twilight Princess rando.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a Season 2 tournament of it coming up as well, so if you're into that, who knows? Maybe you like it. But you know what I like? The wheel.
Cheese wheel?
No, we couldn't afford cheese wheel.
Oh. No Skyrim today.
Nope, we're not cheating. Is it finally on God's time?
Is it on guard 8 or is it on guard 4?
I think that's on guard 8.
Survey says on guard 8 it is. And from the USA, we've got Sharky2107. Why did they join the Scrubs tournament? Well, as most people, to get better at playing Donk. They don't really have a favorite check, but the thing they enjoy most is that they have fun. In terms of strengths and weaknesses, they would say that their weakness is collecting CBs. I feel like a lot of people find that to be one of the hardest things, so you're definitely not alone. We're going to get a little bit of classic here. Favorite level? Factory. And in terms of their Twitch, they do some DK64 rando. Which one is this?
I think this is supposed to be Super Metroid's no, I think it's supposed to be Super Mario Brothers 3 rando.
All right, well, it says SBM3. Maybe it's Super Mario Brothers 3 rando. But in terms of that, sometimes to Archipelago with friends and casual gaming.
Oh yeah, AP is nice. The amount of AP acings I'm in, I don't even want to talk about it.
Well, great, because instead we're going to talk about the wheel.
The wheel?
The wheel.
The wheel.
All hail the wheel of 50-50.
We have 2 more options.
All right, Super Mario Bros. 3 confirmed.
Is it Rambi? I think it's Rambi.
Oh, it's Rambi.
So, Rambi number 6. It's going to be... Was it B? Fail! Fail 2. I assume that is... personally, I would say it's iron oxide. FEO, but that's me. I'm the nerd here. Sorry, dioxide because 2. From the US and
Nerd.
I'm sorry. I just just like it. I just like it, you know, doing like this.
Kidding.
Yeah, it's the wonderful thing. So, their favorite level. Have a guess.
Caves. I know that's wrong, but
yeah, it's not caves.
Just want to get a call out.
Castle, but only if it's a vanilla start, which I'm not 100% sure what they mean with it, but
take it. Probably with the way Scrubs does it, where you go in the vanilla like area rather than those doors changing the spawn.
That makes sense. That makes okay, yeah. If we're starting vanilla in the vanilla location, yeah, that's.
Froppy, don't bring mushroom trauma into this.
We're not talking about mushrooms here. That's a different discussion. So they wanted to see where they stood as a DK64 run, and hey, there's improvement to the top. There's always going to be, and what do they enjoy the most? DD rocket barrel checks. If the barrel allows switching, the other conks can fly around.
Oh, that's always so funny to see.
What, you like lanky flying?
I don't think I ever want to see that. I was thinking DK flying, but I don't know that I ever want to see Lanky do it.
Yeah. Their strength is that they are very tenacious. In other words, they can probably hang on with Skygoro in a 5 or 6 hour seed. I do not forget that qualifier.
But we love the improvement since then.
Oh yeah, since then it's like sub 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do not underestimate people. They are getting better. And on Twitch, like, you see them play a variety of things. Like, main things is Mario Maker 2, Mega Man, and Randomize and Archipelagos. Not gonna lie, Mario Maker 2 is definitely a thing that I haven't seen for a while, but I always love to watch content. Some stuff that people build. Crazy. It's really crazy. But you know what is else crazy?
Is it that the wheel only has one name left on it?
Yeah, and we're gonna still spin it.
Does it actually spin?
Yes.
Spin that wheel! Oh, who's it gonna pick?
I don't know.
Actually, I find it funny that it still has like a divider line on it. Oh, is it? Oh, it's on guard 4. I was not expecting this.
Dang.
All right, this is our final name. It's Bolin Jim. Coming from Canada. And man, you know, with how this has gone, we couldn't end this without someone having their favorite level is Factory. Who would have ever expected that coming?
That's actually very fair. Like, who would have thought it's Factory? Surely
what made them want to join the Scrubs tournament? Well, they always wanted to try and be part of a race tournament, but it's very intimidating as a beginner going against people who finish in a quarter of the time. That is one of the things.
True.
we love about scrubs is that yes, you will race against people like that in the quals, but they're there to help by doing that. Now you get to see the times where you are in a bracket amongst people right at your skill level, and it could go either way. We do tend to like do the fake gambas of who do you expect to win the brackets, but realistically, if you ever sat me down and I had to like put actual money on one of the runners, I couldn't do it. There's no way to tell.
We do not tell you to gamble, not even with your bananas.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a gambling stream. We do not consent to this. But if we would also have no idea who we would vote on.
You know what we do know though? Their favorite check's the bean.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's the bean. In terms of what they like most about the randomizer, it's that compared to other randomizers, DK64 is more like a puzzle with figuring out the hints. And with that being said, they feel like they're pretty good at figuring out the hints, but their weakness is definitely not knowing when to just hit the gas and stop doing checks. That is fair, and I feel like that is a life lesson when playing randos, is knowing when to not necessarily go mode, but to just, all right, let's push progression, stop doing these side checks. And it takes time to learn that. So right in the middle of the on guard group here, but you've got some competition, and again, don't underestimate your opponent, don't underestimate yourself. You got this. You're all gonna do great. You know what's also great? It's not the wheel, because the wheel's gone. It's over.
Oh, no, not the wheel. But I think we have brackets.
That's true. Rip wheel 418 2026 to 418 2026. We hardly knew ye. As Blue said, yeah, if you are overqualified and would like to help out with some restreams, that's the place to do it. But yeah, I believe we have brackets.
Yeah. I think that's the first. Welcome to Group
Look
Ramby.
at this Ramby. This is beautiful.
Wonderful matches.
Who do you think has the most dangerous matchup here? Like, which one do you think is going to be closest?
The closest one, like, I really can't guess here. Like, I genuinely have, like, I feel like Paper Sack Blue Roses is going to be banger of a match. Like, that one, like, that already looks amazing for me. Amazing Shake Skygoro. I saw Skygoro did a lot of practice. So Shake shouldn't be too surprised if Skygoro suddenly is like, "Hi, I'm already done." Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, again, every match just feels like it's going to be insane. Barry and 7, I just can't pick. Honey and Theo, I couldn't guess.
It is
insane.
difficult. It is difficult. If I would have to pick my winner in this bracket, all of them.
They're all winners.
Technically, all of you are, because all of you qualified, and all of you actually didn't forfeit many matches. You actually tried your best and finished it out, even if sometimes it looked very, very scary, very, very long, very, very daunting, or like a very, very huge gap.
Please no ties.
I do not. I will not allow you to tie. No, don't. We're not tying here. And if you're tying the knot, I don't care. But I will not help you with a marriage.
That you'll have to call the wheel. Oh wait,
yeah.
No, that doesn't work here.
Exactly. Speaking of,
all right,
we saw Ramby.
Speaking
what
about
On Guard? No, we have.
It's a fish.
We have On Guard. On Guard looks happy. I understand why, because those matchups, amazing.
They're great. It's
Yeah.
just like we said. Wait, no, you can't call me for tying the knot either.
Okay.
Again, just a situation where I couldn't guess at any of these.
I mean, you can guess at okay, I guess, but like that's a little bit of a cop out.
I was gonna say that feels like cheating.
So, like, genuinely speaking, the matches here look just amazing. Like, you will have close matches, definitely, and just because you look at the top, Bazooka Zoo versus Sharky, trust me, just because you have a number 1 next to your name doesn't mean that you're the top contender in the group. It really doesn't. I think it's rare that we had once in all of Scrubs the number 1 seed win a group.
Is it a curse?
I don't know, but I can tell you this much. Just because you have a 1 next to you doesn't mean it's a guarantee that you're winning here.
So it's, we talked a lot about how the groups make it much more even skill level for you to play against. And if I remember correctly, and obviously the bottom group is hard to always say just because, that's where the numbers fluctuate the most.
Yeah.
But I think On Guard and Squawks were like 100 points total difference-ish between Seed 1 and Seed 8.
That is correct. Seed 1, Seed 8 in On Guard is 104 points difference. The middle points, Bowling Jim and Zinedine. Zinedine. I struggle with the names, I'm sorry. That's a difference of solid 21 points. Or in other words, a minute maximum. But every one of us has lost a minute already, like just by accidentally doing the wrong check. And at that point, it's equal. So just because one person is on average 1 minute slower or whatever, we all have made mistakes that cost us more than a minute before. Do not underestimate anyone. If I would have to bet money on this, I would bet my money on Guard itself.
I mean, a minute is a castle fall alone, right? Like, actually,
more.
Fall.
Well, I think we lost Flash.
What?
Welcome back. Makes sense.
Oh,
Flash fell from castle. Okay.
Yeah. Oops.
That happens all the time.
Yeah, it's a classic Flash thing.
You know who doesn't fall? Squawks, because Squawks can fly, right?
I mean, that's just cheating.
What do you mean?
Diddy can do that too.
Yeah, but first we need to find the move.
Well, we'll just start with it and it'll be fine.
Do you make it so easy all the time?
I try.
So, do you remember that we said what we said about the wonderful things in this bracket of the people? Some of them.
I don't remember much, so why don't you remind me?
Some of those people have already proven that they can easily get 500, or some of them even 600 points in a race, which means they know how to execute, sometimes just struggle with the routing or the finding the items.
Just find your items, forehead.
Yeah, do not underestimate this. Every single person here is crazy. I don't know, Sky. Maybe you want this. Maybe you want to have a chance against Squawks. I don't know. But any person in here can easily upset even a top runner. That means you all have the potential of really, really pushing the group. Do
I
not
would not be
underestimate.
surprised at any of these names being at the end of that bracket.
No, definitely. So, as you see, we have some wonderful matches. I look forward to all of them, honestly.
Every one of them. I wish I could literally just sit there and watch every one of them live.
Yeah, but sadly, the day only has 24 hours. So how are we gonna do scheduling? Because obviously, we know now the matches. We're gonna add all the people into the individual groups in a bit.
And you have this lovely information from Flash's lack of art.
Yeah. This is Flash's lack of art, or in other words, the schedule. The moment we are stopping the stream, all of you get added into the individual channels, and then you can immediately schedule your match for technically an hour from now. If you do that, you will very likely not get a restream, just saying, but you technically can.
Yeah, if you are wanting to get your match restreamed, I would suggest giving at least 24 hours advance notice.
Best 48.
I've already seen the volunteer channel with some messages, so we'll have to go through those here in the next, 24 hours or so and try to get everybody into volunteer stuff. But yeah, if you want restream, give us some notice. It takes a lot to make a restream.
And also, as you see, the first week goes until the April 26th. We want to give you both like this weekend and the whole next weekend, so you have plenty of time of finding something. After that, you have 1 week to schedule. Important here is that if you win and are waiting on your opponent, you have a bye for that week in a sense. So that means you win, and then you win again. So you basically are like, okay, I won a third, and then you lose. You're in the loser bracket, but you have to wait until like the groups behind you are done with their matches. You don't need to worry. We will give updates and roughly what cycles people should be done. But most of the time, every winner bracket round should play every week, and every loser bracket round should play every week. So that everyone is aware, there's no rush. Just because you're in loser brackets tomorrow doesn't mean that you have to schedule within 7 days. No, you have to schedule within 7 days of when like your group is supposed to start.
And you are welcome to play sooner if you want, assuming that your opponent has been decided. If you guys want to do your whole bracket in 1 week, I mean, that's going to be rough, but
knock yourself out. We do not say no.
These are the, I don't want to say minimum because that's not really the word here, but please don't wait any longer than these.
Obviously, emergencies and stuff happen. Like acings and stuff are always an option. Always saying this. Emergency happens, like some things happen. Always remember, real life goes before gaming. Always. I do not want any one of you to like forget to call their mother or their father or their grandma just for a race. Like, no, we are not doing this here. We are responsible. We make sure that everyone is going to be in this regard. So, in this regard, I'm gonna post a little link into chat.
A little link?
Yeah.
Is it a link to the past link or like a child link or?
It is a link to the wonderful scores that we have. Because people are obviously curious.
It's the results.
How did I fare actually? Well, these are the official results that I just posted in. You can actually see where you actually are. And to give a bit of perspective, some people overqualified like hell over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks
takes
like
a
an
second
empty
to
sheet.
load.
It takes a moment to load because it actually loads the actual data from the background. It's actually live updating, so if a person, for whatever reason, thinks that they want to change their name on race time, it automatically switches that up as well. If you are doing something unfunny, I am race time staff, I'm gonna find you. Do not.
And if you did overqualify, as Nintendo Sarah just said, there is 4.5 Blitz.
Yeah. You can join it. It's definitely a wonderful time, and we were a little bit shocked about the turnout, not gonna lie. We got a little bit flabbergasted because
I was a lottle shocked.
yeah, we like the moment the DK64 community posted and we saw the amount of people join in, we are like, yeah, we had that situation before in Majora's Mask. In the end, not many people qualified. But this time we could tell, no. I think we hit the settings in the right sweet spot, and the qualifiers always had a wonderful turnout. Like, to give perspective, it rivaled some of our Scrubs Ocarina of Time randomizer tournaments in terms of participation.
It was crazy. And we had to watch every single VOD.
Yeah. Please don't make me do that again. And please don't. And please, if you're already taking a screenshot, like a camera shot of the ferry in castle rooms behind the glass, please make sure that the ferry is actually not behind the wall and actually like visible normally. Please.
Yeah, there were some close calls. But
yeah, there were a lot of reviews. Oh boy,
it's a scary check. I honestly, until we came across that, didn't even realize you could take the picture from the window.
Well, no, I knew, but yeah.
You could say it was fairly closely.
You know.
Yeah? Okay. I'm gone.
I think it's time that we're gonna wrap it up here.
I would say so. I don't think unless we have any questions from the chat, I don't think we have anything else, do we? There's no new slides? Or am I forgetting one?
No, I think that's everything. I think the only thing that is left is
all right.
Just
well, Froppy has confirmed. So just one final reminder, please volunteer. If you want restreams, we're going to need people to do it. We need a restreamer, we need 2 commentators, and 2 trackers. So all that it takes for tracking is clicking some checkboxes, and that's not hard.
Please help.
Please. But thank you all, and I think this is the end.
I think it is from me as well. So, I think it's time to hit the goodbye button.
Bye!